silent, and it'll be stab, stab. Wow. What an inspired seed name. Stab, stab. Alright, well, let's get stabbing with a silent lass. Take note, we might not actually be stabbing with the silent lass. We might make other kinds of builds. Raw damage with Phantasmal Killer and Terror, or some poison, who's to say? But Niao will guide our hand here today. Remove a card in Common Relic. I mean, Silent needs cards removed from this chunky deck. But I think a Common Relic will give us a bit more of a step forward. A random rare relic in exchange for a curse is very takeable if you can remove the curse immediately, which we can. Let's make note of the elites, the rests, and the merchants. I'm very glad to have this. I didn't know about this until I saw, I believe, Jackie do it. Jackie, formerly known as Jackie Chan, streaming Slay the Spire. I wondered why their things seemed like they were automatically lit up. No, they do that to light them up. Act layout seems pretty good. But is it good enough? The Spicy Elite is quite early, so I don't think I'll be doing that. Actually, I take it back. Maximum Elite count is 2. That's not very good. If you're going to get 2, I'd want 2 with lots of rest sites, and even that seems hairy. I'm significantly unsatisfied with this the more I look at it. If I'm taking an early elite, I at least want an upgrade before I take them on, but I can't get an upgrade before an elite and still fight 2 in the act. I don't want to hit up 2 shops, that seems like overkill. Especially without any money to even buy 1 relic. We're fighting the Guardians, so we don't need to boss swap. If it were Slime Boss, I'd be clicking on this already. Common relics are almost universally good. Not universally amazing, but universally good. Lantern, Happy Flower. Is Akabeko common? Then again, the rare relic could be phenomenal, or it could be phenomenally useless. Could be the shovel. Always feeling the curse of the shovel looming over me. Right, I'm thinking what I'll do is I'll take this route. By the time we're here, we'll have access to potions, we'll have access to 3 card rewards and whatever this is. And if we are strong enough, we will then go into this elite and then press on to potentially this other elite. But that is a severe lack of rest sites. Is there really no better way we can do this? Yeah, the layout of everything in this act, which I initially thought looked quite good, is actually quite horrible. It's always either or when it comes to rest sites or elites here. But I think we get this far and we make a judgment call. Does that mean I want the curse? No, I'll just take a common relic, please. Pen Nib. That's fine. Line that up with more heavy-hitting cards. Could work well if we can get some shiv spam together with a heavy-hitting card like Predator or Eviscerate. Does that change anything? No, let's get moving. We'll silently redeem ourselves from yesterday's performance, or maybe we get the neutralize into 2 defends on Jawworm, making me wish that I had Lantern here. That'd mean an extra strike. Lantern being one of my favorite common relics. This is a poo hand right here. And now Jawworm means business, but we can still get our neutralize in, meaning we're only taking 4 here so far. Plenty more where that came from, huh, Jawworm? Maybe Pen Nib can help us out a bit here. Oh, Lord, here comes that 17. Silent has such a bad time with Jawworm. Such a bad time. Always starts with Chomp. 45, 30, 25 between Bellow, Thrash, and Chomp. Can't use Thrash 3 times or Chomp and Bellow twice in a row. It's just a bad time to be silent. Even with my Pen-Nibbed Strike, which will hit for 12, I'm not killing you here. I should probably take this 1 in order to set up the kill, though. Yes. Might not have needed to, actually. But you are dead, and I'm grateful that you're dead. Right, actually I think I did need that, otherwise I was eating all that. We max roll the gold at least, 20 gold. Snecko Oil is not a particularly good card, but it's our card. And we get choices. I don't think I'd want Cloak and Dagger as my first reward in almost any situation. But Blade Dance is a phenomenal start. The problem is I'm fighting Guardian. Guardian says take the poison. It's lovely getting that passive damage on Guardian, more so than Blade Dancing. Even so, I'm taking the Blade Dance. Immediate Blade Dance value. If we're going to be pen nibbing anything, we want to be pen nibbing Strike over a Shiv. It's extra 6 damage over 4. And with a pen nib, this cultist should be extremely still alive. Why are you still alive? Bah. Not a big deal though, we still full block. And then down you go. If anything that was good, means we had more pen nib working, upping. Okay, we get a weak potion, so terrible potion start. And things continue to be terrible. Hey, heal hook! We can make an infinite out of that, as long as we got a second one. That said, Silent is not as good at burning down her deck as the Iron Chad is. Probably Dagger Throw. We need that front-loaded damage, and it's a pretty good target for Pen Nib. Not amazing, but pretty good. And, ooh, upgrade to take 20 damage. So normally, I look at this event and I go, this event is death, don't take it. But I have recently been reconsidering that. Bearing in mind that Silent really, really needs an output in damage upgrade, hitting a Strike Plus is better than it sounds. And there's actually no real bad thing to hit. Silent loves her defends as well. Neutralize gives extra weaken. Dagger Throw and Blade Dance both get a nice upgrade. So I actually will take this. 2 Strike Pluses. I mean, I'm not tripping over myself with gratitude, but it is an output upgrade. Accuracy is also an output upgrade, but so maybe more so is Terror. There's Eviscerate as well. There's actually quite a lot of nice things here. Dash as well. Could actually get Dash Terror. Dash Terror. Such a shame that Apotheosis is here and unaffordable. But we knew going into an early shot that that was a possibility. Terror certainly makes Gremlin Nob a whole lot less terrifying. Gotta think, we're about to rush into an elite here. How do we deal with the elite? Both potions are up for grabs on killing it. Yeah, 20 output on 2 is fine. Dash Terror is certainly an option. Eviscerate gets a bit better with Dagger Throw and Survivor, though. And it's a phenomenal target for Pen Nib. But of course, can't guarantee those things line up, and I can't buy it together with Terror. 21 extra damage as opposed to 10 extra damage on the Pen Nib, but that's a lot of setup. These potions stink. Let's consider this elite. Knowing that we can rest after the elite and likely will. And there's another shop over here if I save my money, but I don't think we will. So if it's Gremlin Nob, we will hopefully Terror early and then smash him with all the damage that we have, which we could do. The Strike Pluses and the Blade Dance and the Dagger Throw would go a long way there. And we have a decent draw option. And actually, the Snecko Oil is all the better with Eviscerate or Dash in the hand. If it's Sentries, well, we're in for a pretty bad time. If it's the Egg, get Terror done and just damage race the thing. So however you slice it, we're taking Terror. That means no Eviscerate. Do we take Dash? I do take Dash. It's a block and damage card, so it could actually help a lot with Gremlin Nob. Although I gotta say, a Power Potion would go a lot further than Weak Potion. Oh, hold on, Weak Potion on Lagavulin is pretty good. Not solve, but certainly helps matters. Okay, I don't feel so bad about this elite now. Do I feel bad about the dreaded power of double slime who come in with double attack? No, because I have dash. Witness my resolve. Splat. Full block and decent damage. Coming in with another 8. How about I come in with killing you? Strike plus value with a perfectly set up pen nib. I knew I was right to take that event. Am I right to take this though? If I'd taken Eviscerate, that acrobatics would probably already be clicked on, but I didn't. Piercing Will clears artifact off of the sentries. Could make a way for Neutralize and Terror. Poison Stab. Poison Stab against Guardians, not unthinkable. Take the Piercing Will though. It's all round a good card. Okay, it is the Nob. Please early Terror. That's not early Terror. That's not even a very... Oh, wait, we get the pen nib on the Strike Plus. That is pretty good. It's still not Terror, though. Yeah, all the good cards are floating to the bottom of the pool. Should I Snecko Oil already? That's incredibly dangerous. I already get 3 strikes right now. I might draw stuff that I want at unaffordable prices. It is draw 3, though. What makes the spiky slime so spiky? The spikes absorb and digest things that they run into, as evidenced by the dangerous slime event that you get. So they've just tried to eat spiky things, maybe things like gremlins. Gremlin Nob, a dead Gremlin Nob's horn, perhaps? Looks pretty spiky. That Snecko Oil is a big risk. But I would really, really like to get some better cards down than this. Am I willing to take that risk? Maybe I should go for the pen nibbed Strike Plus while the going is good? Nope. There was never a regret in my life. Although that dash would be better next turn. We can get dash, Strike Plus, and Strike this way. With a bit more output. That's okay. Actually, I can get 2 strikes, which is better than Strike Plus. Okay, I was hoping, of course, for Terror there. Terror did not show up. Got a very angry Gremlin Nob. Is it actually worth Terror Blade Dancing here? He's going to be livid. I think so. We need the damage output. Dagger Throw could draw Strike Plus. But hopefully it draws a Sender's Bane. Of course. That does 13. This is going to do 6, 6, and 6 for more damage, but make him angry. He's already weakened, but he's not a happy chappy as that Gremlin Nob, but we get out of here alive. So we don't even need to use Weak Potion. We just take our 10 on the chin. We already know we have Strike here. Wait, no, we don't. I drew it. But here's Strike Plus. In many ways, that's as good, if not better. Unfortunate things about my pen nib here, though. It's kind of wasted. But getting through Gremlin Nob with the Silent as your first elite, always a good sign. Frozen Egg, find a power. It will be pre-upgraded. We haven't added any powers. Oh, God, I can't believe we paid for this card. Here it is. Silent loves energy. That flying knee looks pretty good. Yeah, Gremlin Nob is just the anti-Silent. If you get Gremlin Nob and Slime Boss in Act 1, your Silent is getting a trial by fire. I can't believe I paid so much for that Terror. But that said, it was pretty necessary for that fight. Haven't added any block. No, that's not true. I added Piercing Will. Backflips are good, though. Draw is good. But more energy is also good. Especially with Dash and Terror here. Think about it. Fighting Guardian. I'm going to want Backflip. Get through the deck faster because we haven't slimmed it down at all. I want to rest. Maybe not a good idea, but I do want to rest. Silent just has such a horrible time in Act 1, I don't want to throw it away. Also, we're going to be fighting another elite down the line. Very, very shy on upgrades here. Very sad. Going to be extra sad if I find something like Regal Pillow or Dreamcatcher in here, or anything that makes resting better. Suddenly glad I rested, because here comes Slaver. Slaver's not happy with me for some reason. Can't imagine why. I'd love to get that terror down, but I'd love to not take 14. The problem with this guy is he loves to make you vulnerable and then hit you for 21. Am I willing to take 9 to get Terror Blade Dance down? No, not really. Terror needs an upgrade. Stop doing what you're doing. Okay, glad I didn't take 9 for no good reason, but it might be a good reason right now when it comes in for 21. I will do my utmost to not take that 21. Weak potion, are you worth it here? I'm going to save that for Lagavulin. And it's 2 vuln as well, so we could come back with another attack that I don't want to see. Fortunately, Strike Plus continues to show immense value. Don't actually think it helped there. Attack potion's quite nice. Low potion chance, but still getting them. Who pays for dash? Who pays for freaking cards in the first place? Cripple Cloud, Acrobatics, Dash. Starting to see some quite expensive cards here. Could it be that this is actually a Snecko deck in waiting, and upgrading Terror should wait until Act 2? Not the world's biggest fan of Crippling Cloud. Kind of expensive. I've gone back and forth on the card Crippling Cloud, and I'm still going back and forth on it. Frozen Egg was not a nice pickup at this stage in the game. This doesn't tend to be the part of the game where you pick up loads of powers. Frozen Egg's more of an Act 2 pickup, in my opinion. Frozen Egg doesn't make me more powerful at all until I start getting some powers, and we're certainly not getting any powers. Pen Nib, on the other hand, did boost me a fair bit. Might go for Crippling Cloud. Where does that help me? That's just not a lot of poison. And only 2 weak for 2 energy. I'm not really sure I want that. Doesn't do anything to augment the deck either. And I don't particularly want a second dash either. I'm going to skip. Toy Ornithopter is healing. I could do with some healing. Give me that. Works especially well with the Silent, because the Silent can get alchemized to just mean every fight is +5 healing. It's like having Burning Blood. I'm not taking Parasite, much as that healing sounds good. Let's anger the mushrooms and get the mushroom ourselves. Lack of AoE might hurt me here. Alternatively, the mushrooms might hurt me here. Sorry, we have potions, this kind of situation, but these things fighting in unison is horrible, so hopefully they don't all buff now. Okay, they are out of unison, that's fine. Piercing Will clears this nicely. These 2 on the outside are definitely going to buff next turn, so I'm going to focus the one that is buffing recht nu. Don't draw terror. Good. Eight and 4 takes you down to the dead zone. You'll die to a strike. I'm guaranteed to get a strike next turn. Okay. Yeah, the idea of Frozen Egg being a good pickup that we just found is something I wholeheartedly disagree with. Terrorize you. Get the damage value off on you, but then this thing is still alive and hurting me. Is this a time for an attack potion? I think it might be. I don't like the way this fight is going. These 2 are going to be buffed up, hitting me 11-11. They're not even close to dead, and I'm going to be vulnerable, so let's see what's in here. Choke, that's funny. Backstab is damn good damage. Choke is strictly more damage, though. And I will be playing other cards. It's also healing. Healing is nice. Alright, let's just put you out of your misery. This kills you, but you're dead anyway. Backflip. I don't think I want that defend next. Oh, maybe I do. Maybe I do. Let's do it this way. Kill you with choke. Now I'm ultra vulnerable. So that's why I thought I might want my defends. Killing you is nice as well, though. Can I do that? No, at best I could do 15. That's very nice. I might have had a fatality there, but dragging things out a bit means I set up my pen nib. 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, good fight. Cost me a potion, but I get the odd mushroom. When I'm vulnerable, don't take as much damage. Could have done with that before, Gremlin Nob. The dagger throw and the survivor say take sneaky strike. The fact that Snecko Eye is surely waiting for me says take sneaky strike. I'm not well set up for Guardian, which is concerning. Do I have up another shop? With only 118 gold, a shop is not particularly tantalizing. But maybe I could remove a strike. Sure. Oh, but I could get Infinite Blades Plus. Have a card you hate be innate. Hang on, escape plan. Might be on sale, but I certainly don't think it's worth it versus removing strike. And there's the Dreamcatcher. It's always good to see relics that you don't want to appear in a shop. That means they will never show up again. Game's telling you to shiv it up over my dead body, and it will be dead. Do I want question marks over fights? Not really. Give me the guaranteed fights and the chance for a better potion going into Guardian, please. It's the egg. Good opportunity for getting terror down. This is not that opportunity. I want to get rid of Ascender's Bane and get terror down this turn if I can. I don't. And I get pen-nibbed Blade Dance next turn. That's pretty bad. Yeah, the order here was just awful. Right, so if I wake you up this turn, what do? I get Dash Neutralize for 23 minus 8 damage. If I go next turn, I get Terror with Blade Dance, which is not a lot of damage. But at least Terror is down. I think I'll take that. There is the idea that I don't even wake you up with Blade Dance, and I let him wake up so that I strike him better next turn. Saves the pen nib. That could actually be pretty good. I'm actually going to do that. So Lagavulin just wakes up naturally instead of me bonking it awake. And that's what I was looking for. Pen nib dash. And we get the neutralize. Very, very nice. Shebang. Don't hurt me either. Get the 13 or block for 5. Get the 13. Time is of the essence for poor little Silent here. And now we get some decent block options too. Decent enough for me. Weak potion. Next turn it's not attacking, whilst I am brutally attacking, so let's block for now. Take 2. Yeah, it wasn't worth the potion to stop that too, but this is certainly worth it. Deal 13 damage. Then deal 18 damage. And then get shiven. And now with dash and a couple of strike pluses there, it shouldn't be too hard to take out Lagavulin. Dash, please. Oh yeah, you're dead. Goodbye. It was wonderful knowing you, but not really. Also keeps Pen Nib set up. Ooh, and we get an excellent reward, the Thread and Needle. 4 block every turn, no strings attached. Except there's a string attached. If we take damage, that thing goes away. 1 by 1. Dagger Spray is an area of effect attack, and I think I need that at this point. We've picked up no AoE at all. Good anti-bird attack right here. Jake having upgraded strikes? What alternate dimension is this? Yeah, I took the event that I never normally take. 2 random upgrades for a massive chunk of damage. A third of your health, in fact. It hit 2 strikes, and I do believe we've gotten good value out of that. Endless Agony is Pen Nib fodder, but I think I need Dagger Spray. Feels bad to need a card. Oh god, the other slaver is here. This one, instead of making you vulnerable, makes you weak. Well, that's not very nice, is it? Cease doing what you're doing, please. I got Piercing Will if this doesn't draw Defend. Ah, what a nasty combination to draw into. Wait a second, I didn't need to do that. I forgot about my plated armor. I could have struck you again. Whoops. Well, I still have my plated armor. I take 1 here to do 9. Next turn, I have Dash and Dagger Spray to kill you. But if I don't draw both of those cards... He's not weakening me anyway, I'm not taking that 1. You take me 4 Slaver. Because I got block option. Ah, yeah, of course, of course. It's fine though, anything to bring up my Pen Nib. Now die. Right, good money. Questionable potion. Actually, on this guy, the Guardian, that poison potion goes a long way. Does it go further than weak potion? Goes pretty far if he doesn't hurt me at all. Blessing of the Forge could upgrade quite a lot of things, including dash. Ooh, frozen egg value at long last. This will make Guardian a whole lot easier. This is not easy, though. Sweet Jim and his rickets. This is not an easy fight. Nasty, nasty gremlins will make me weak and frail for 2 turns. But this guy hurts like a truck. Could be my Blessing of the Forge already. But damn, these fat gremlins, they're just a little bit too much for Dash Plus to take care of. Dash Plus kills Sneaky Gremlin. Also blocks for 13, which is most of this. Then Terror is free. Terror with a Strike Plus is still only 13 damage, so that doesn't take out Fat Gremlin. If you pot, Dash Plus can be terrorized. Yes, it can. But to what avail? Dash Plus kills this, or Terror Dash Plus kills one of these guys. And then I don't have the damage to kill Sneaky Gremlin, who's coming in with the biggest damage here. Either way, I think it's Blessing of the Forge here. Terrifying fight. Healing is nice, though. Oh, hang on, I forgot about my Thread and Needle, as I always do. Right, Sneaky Grem, get out of here. These things do need to die. The debuffs they do are just the worst. I'm not willing to use my poison potion to kill the other one, though. Yeah, Sneaky hits you for 10 damage every single turn, and once you're frail, that becomes very difficult to deal with. Dagger Spray is tempting, but it will anger the Mad Gremlin twice, and I could do without him being angry at all. So I think we just do Piercing Wail for Mega Block, considering how frail I am. Neutralize to murder you. And then Pen Nib. It hurts. It hurts a lot. $12 to all enemies. Then suddenly you're going to be hitting for 3 and I block that. I'm okay with that, actually. There we go. That was fine. I would quite like to set up Pen Nib a little bit harder now that this guy is mad as a hatter. But not impossible. Ow. Shouldn't have done that. I thought I had lethal. Ow. It's 3 damage I didn't have to take. Oh well. Too bad for me. You had lethal if you didn't block. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I was thinking 2 parallel thoughts at the same time, which were not communicating with each other. I'll take a second Blade Dance. This is certainly looking more like a shiv deck than a poison deck, as evidenced by the only poison being in my potion belt. Game really, really wants me to take Crippling Cloud, though. Jesus. I do not want Crippling Cloud. At least not currently. I shouldn't need to rest here into Guardian. I do need an upgrade, though. But what? Nothing is upgraded currently. Possibly Terror. Probably Terror. Yes, Terror. Getting Terror down at 0 cost is just beautiful. Or rather, having Terror cost anything is horrible. Well, that's a nice start. Perma-Terror on the Guardian, turn 1. The strikes are more output than dash, so it's just strike, strike, strike plus here. And I tell you, there's nothing at all wrong with that. Now he's only 18 health away from curling up, so a couple of Blade Dances. Actually, just 1 Blade Dance should cover that. Destroy, destroy, destroy. Yeah, I hear you, I hear you. Oh, Dagger Throw makes life easier. Dagger Throw into Sneaky Strike. Ooh, what about Dagger Throw into Pen Nib Streaky Strike? No, we can't do that because this thing doesn't give me my money back for a wee while. But I do think it's still Dagger Throw into Sneaky Strike. It won't be Pen Nib though. I want it Pen Nibbed. Oh wait, this might draw Neutralize. Perfect. So I wanted it set up so that I would do the maximum damage to him before he curls up. And that is exactly what this is. Also, that was a 1 in 10 to draw my Neutralize there. Sod you, Guardian. Sod you with the power of 1,000 Sawmites. These don't hurt, but they do increment Pen Nib, so I'll take that and run. Okay, now I really want my footwork. That Piercing Wail should be kept on for when he does a really nasty multi-attack. But footwork will block that next turn. I just need to block this. Unfortunately, defend and plated armor will still make me take 1 damage, and I'm not willing to take any damage here. That's 9 on 4. He does 4 counterattack damage, so I could get a cheeky little strike plus in there. So I will. Here we go, the 8x2, but with the power of fancy footwork. I block 8 twice, and I get 4 on top of that for, good measure. Then he comes in with something nasty, 5x4, or 4x5, I forget which. Neutralize is here to aid me. Dagger's Throw is here to draw me some much-needed block. Some much-needed block. And we full block. Beautiful. Oh, that Thread Needle is coming in so much clutch right now. Oh, it's good. This could also be good. Shiv, Pen Nib Strike plus. There's more damage. He's curling up no matter what I use, so let's at least go with... Why is that so much damage? 27 damage on a strike? Excuse me, who is this character and what has she done with Silent? And this time our shivs do break through. There's no prize for breaking through that block. You don't, break him out of stasis or anything like that. Would be muckle cool if you did, though. Is there anything I'd even want to draw here? Counterattack damage is fine because it weakens him to the point of not doing so much on me anyway. Dash seems clever. Thank you. This deck would love our well-laid plans. It looks like we're doing pretty well here, but do consider... Yes, do consider. I was hoping for a defend there. Looks like we're finally taking some damage in this fight. Oh well. Guaranteed block next turn. Yeah, do consider this deck doesn't do too well next act. No, it's not colorless pot time. I'm keeping these potions into next act. It's 10% potion chance, so Guardian is not going to be kind to me in that regard. There's no way I'm curling you up with this, but I will absolutely block this entirely using only 2 block cards. Plated armor doesn't go away when it gets hit, but it does get reduced for every time you take damage. Is there any other way to get plated armor other than thread and needle? Nothing's coming to mind, because you can metallicize. No, I'm pretty sure you can wish for plated armor. Pretty sure. Sneaky strike? No. That, nah, dagger spray is fine for pen nibbing. And you're fine for killing. It's gonna get block and destroy me next turn. There's no real way that I brick this. And the block just gives me more opportunities to crack it open with attacks. And increment my pen nib a bit more. Right, get some dosh, get a rare card, get moving. If I burst terror, I can do 198 vulnerable on any target. Good for those fights that last 198 turns. But in a more sensible thought, Nightmaring Footwork is an endgame solve for a lot of things. It's just not a solve for anything else. Adrenaline will punish me for the Snecko Eye that's waiting in the upcoming chest, though. You can also Nightmare Terror for even more terror. I didn't consider that, and it would be 0 cost, so easier to play. I think the clever thing to do here is to take Adrenaline. The problem is Adrenaline is just a kind of nice card. It will give you 1 energy and draw you 1 card. But Adrenaline is not a card that really works with many other things. It's good to burst, but hey, if I take it, I'm not taking burst. And this deck isn't very good. Might have looked amazing there, but this deck does not accomplish much in Act 2. And certainly doesn't get us through Act 3. The way I see it, if I take Nightmare, it could enable some pretty good things. I'm just really worried about taking Adrenaline to Snecko Eye. I don't have any good burst targets. Burst is one of those good poison cards. Works really good with Malaise and Doppelganger as well, though. Notably, we have neither of those cards. Why did my rare card chance go to 0? We saw no rare cards until the boss. Nightmare and Believe in Snecko. Nightmare Snecko requires both Nightmare to be 1, 2, 0 cost, and for there to be a good target at 0 cost. And for them to draw together, of course. And believing in Snecko is absolute blind faith at this moment. It's not that amazing a Snecko deck, actually. The main reason I want Snecko right now is for the draw, and the potential to make Sneaky Strike an energy generator. Adrenaline, I think, by this point is a smart choice. I'll try being smart. Good. There wasn't the incredibly punishing Snecko. So my decision was not punished. Panda Box gets rid of all these strikes and defends. The defends are actually quite nice now that I have Footwork Plus, so I'm veering away from Panda Box. I don't particularly want curses, so that means Slaver's Collar. That's fine. We don't seem to struggle that much with hallway fights. Although my tune will change on that in Act 2, rather. Act 2 hallway fights are a nightmare, so that means don't take them if you can avoid them. Finally have enough money to make going to a shop not terrible. Sorry if you can hear my chair creaking like mad. I can't wait to be parted from this chair. I'll ditch it when I move. Made in China rubbish here. Apparently good for someone that's 6 foot tall, but no, them 6 foot must be a different length in China. Nice ending here with elites and bonfires. Spicy elite is before the relic there, which is a bit ugh. But it is after an upgrade. Take loads of question marks, because question marks in Act 2 are fine. Slaver Caller Value fighting you. Not sure about the shot before and after the elite. So we'd probably go around you like this. Alright, 3 elites. 3 rest sites. Once again, the rest sites are really rather spread out. We can't chain lots of them, but this is okay. You're moving, Jake? Yeah, I'm planning on going to the Philippines. Alright, welcome to Act 2, says the Shelled Parasite. He clobbers you for 21 damage, and there's sweet naff all you can do about it. Dagger Throw and Sneaky Strike are there, but does that really achieve anything? I'd really rather block this 21 damage that's coming my way. Perhaps we should see what's in Adrenaline first. Well, I do have opportunities for blocking, and it's hard to say no to them. But shattering a little bit of your plated armor. So if I Dagger Throw, Sneaky Strike, I'm on 3 energy. Then I can Blade Dance, and I'm on 2. And then I can block for... not enough. 13 and 4 for 17. Or I could go for the full block, which means I don't Blade Dance, which means I don't shatter through your plated armor. Shattering through plated armor is good. Not dying here is also good. You'll make me frail. I don't have Turnip to prevent frailty. That defend doesn't change anything. Yeah, the full block here is beautiful. It's just that you got to make me frail, and then I'll be unhappy. And I didn't really do any damage to your plated armor. Terror makes my life easier. Piercing Will comes at the wrong turn. Neutralize comes at the right turn, though. Schwunk. Crunch. Alright, that was really good. Really good turn. Thank you, Draw Order. He does not heal off of me. And we undo the frailty with the power of fancy footwork. Once again, Thread and Needle coming in, giving me the extra chip of block that I need. Once again, Piercing Will coming at the wrong time, though. That's okay. I cannot think of any Shelled Parasite fight without poison that's ever gone this well. Of course, that changes now, doesn't it? Wait, maybe not. Do you just die? 13 and 15 is... plenty. Fairly well, is what I would say, but Pen Nib requires sacrifice. Alright, get our low roll of money and get some options. All-out attack is area of effect. Tactician... I've only got Dagger Throw and Survivor to make use of Tactician. But it would make Acrobatics a lot easier to take, and I really, really need some energy. Some people might say take Choke because you have the shivs. No, because Choke is just too expensive at 2 cost. Far too expensive at 2 cost. Without any way to mitigate its cost with something like Setup, that's not happening. All-out attack also discards, but the random discard could hurt. I like making Tactician work, so I'm going to take Tactician. Oh, the Red Mask Gang. A little early for this kind of confrontation, and I suddenly wish I'd taken all-out attack, but I'm not paying these suckers, I'm fighting. Well, there's Tactician. I could really do with something to discard that Tactician Adrenaline. Ah, Survivor discards Tactician. Thank you, good night, and much love, and now we can play just about everything. We already full block, though. So I guess we want to murderize Bear, because Bear comes in with the big attacks. I wouldn't mind seeing what's in the colorless potion, actually. Our lack of front-loaded damage here, and Bear's massive debuff to my block means I want to speed this fight up a little bit. Damn, that was a bad time to get panache. Yeah, I should have done this earlier, then panache would have actually triggered. But it will likely trigger in future turns, especially with that blade dance, so I will just accept my lateness. No need to neutralize Pointy, we're blocking this anyway. One shy on panache. That's the thinking, Lemurker. I liked what I saw there. I liked it enough. Ow. I don't like this very much, though. Ow. Backflip and pray for blade dance. My prayers were not heard, but piercing will helps out a ton here. A ton. Alright, unfortunately my plated armor is broken twice. Since when did Bear get plated armor like that? Or get armor at all like that? Let's see, we're playing a lot of cards here. That is good. That's good panache value, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can't do panache things twice. Bear's the one doing most of the damage here, though. He needs to go. No, not Bear. Yes, Bear is gone. And Pointy, you'll be joining him. Ah, crap. Should have dagger throw first to try and get terror. What a mistake for Jacob to make it. Oh, thank God. Thank you, Terror Panache. Okay, wow, that went better than expected. And my expectations were at an all-time low. Okay, not great, but not bad. We get the red mask, which should be really good in a certain event in Act 3. The weakness on turn 1 might be good. That deflect is good with my fancy footwork. Although dagger throw is good with tactician. I'd rather have the block card, please. Replace all strikes with bites. That adds an additional bite. Get rid of my strike pluses as well. Also, 20 max hit points aren't real, so they are losable. That wasn't really luck, though. That was one of 2 cards I could have drawn, maybe 3. No, the better luck was then I got the 1 in 10 earlier on for Sneaky Strike. I think it was Sneaky Strike. No, it was Neutralize. I really, really don't think I want this. Nope. No thank you. Bumming out in these events, but now we get the library. I will certainly choose one of 20 cards. As usual, there's no rare card, but there is another upgraded footwork. I want that upgraded footwork. More than the upgraded accuracy? Now that is a thinker. This definitely looks like it's becoming a shiv deck. Having those shivs deal 10 instead of 4 damage, plus pen nib plus terror things, says we do indeed need Daka. We're also fighting the Automaton. That says deal some Daka. Alright, accuracy plus, please. Feels like you see accuracy a lot more often than fancy footwork. Whoa, on sale, upgraded, well-laid plans. I don't look at anything else, but I click on that. There's nothing that could be better. Now that that's out of the way, what else do we do? Regen potion for healing. It's a bit expensive. We're about to upgrade something. Given what we now see, maybe Blade Dance. Yeah, I could do with more draw, though. These don't draw. Distraction could, but it also could not. Probably remove another strike. Those strikes have got to go. Then again, Nunchaku with all my Shiv playing would be very good for extra energy. And Silent is an energy-hungry lass. I think I do take that. Give me Nunchaku. Very rare that I buy this relic. I don't rate it very highly. But Shiv spamming does decry them. Well, cries out for them. Decries something else. I think we take Blade Dance. It's another card for card spamming. At this rate, Awaken 1 is going to rip me a new opening. But I still think I need to get these in. Although, on the other hand, if I ever discard Tactician, 2 energy is rather nice. It's just, I really lack discard. I got 1 Dagger Throw and 1 Survivor. I need more cards that discard. I need a Calculated Gamble is what I need. Adrenaline upgrade is more energy. That is quite nice, and I am still often energy starved. But this is more damage and 1/10 of an energy upgrade. I think I do you for now. I need the output. Especially going into this elite fight. It is the Gremlin Bleeder. She brings her entourage of fat and sneaky. Can I kill them? I've got 4 and 8 to kill Sneaky. 4, 8, and 4 will not kill Fat. And I really, really, really do not want to be made frail, so I'm actually taking out Fatty instead of not Fatty. Not a great start here. Getting the footwork down is good, of course. 8 and 9 is actually the right number here. But these guys regenerate quite a bit. Actually, why double that card when I could double this card, kill you, and then kill both of them? Good thinking. I'm not going to poison you, just out-heal the poison for now. Wow, that's very rude of you. You're going for the multi-attack when you have no entourage. I am disappointed, saddened, and most of all, brutally injured. Bye, plated armor. Ow. At least you get terrorized for all the nasty things you've just done to me. All my cards coming at the wrong time here. But at least I can hold on to cards. Yeah, that healing's gonna hurt me, isn't it? And once again, these fat gremlins need to die because of their weak and frail that they do. Blade Dance, help a brother out. Blade Dance, help a sister out. Okay, all the better. We do have Pen Nib at the ready. Sneaky Strike is my, well, biggest thing to hit with that. There's not enough space for everything that I Blade Dance out here. That could be a bit of a whoops moment. No, it won't. I'll still have 2 energy to do the Sneaky Strike. Right, how do I take these fat bastards out anyway? These shivs now do 10 damage apiece. Maybe keep it simple and just 10, 10, 10, 10 them. Could I kill Gremlin Leader this turn? That would certainly make matters easier for me. That's a lot of mathematics to do. But it is worth calculating. Alright, I'm taking out my calculator for this. We deal 13 with this, plus 15, plus 15, plus 15, plus 15, plus 18 times 2, so that's plus 18. Whoa, what are you doing there? Get off game, get off game. Plus 18 is 109. And then strike plus will bring it home. Okay, so let's believe that we have all the right numbers here. Neutralize makes life a little bit easier as well. Shonk. Shonk. Pen Nib, Sneaky Strike, Womp. The Wonk. The Wonk. The Wonk. The Wonk. Alright, if you get lethal, go for lethal. Not bad after the damage you did to me. I could do with some healing after that. Happy Flower isn't healing. The Emerald Key isn't healing. Storm of Steel discards a lot of cards, but then I just end up with loads of shivs. Now those shivs do some serious damage, but I don't think it's serious enough. Yeah, no, I need something that continues to draw for me or just keeps the game going. Something like, the other thing that's the unplayable card like Tactician, I forget its name. The one that you discard and draw with. I don't think it's any of these, sadly. Yeah, Dead Branch suddenly makes Storm of Steel very much worth taking. Reflex, that's the card that discards and draws. Anyway, sadly I don't think it's any of this. Maybe if I had Toilet Tissue, Storm of Steel would be nice, but I don't have Toilet Tissue. Take another fight? Well, there's no way I'm going to the shop with only 58 gold. What am I going to buy? I might look like I only have 20 health, but actually I have 25. Also, thank you, Red Mask. Actual Red Mask value. Although it might be for Connaught, because Dagger Spray and Blade Dance is going to bring quite a few of these down on their knobby little knees anyway. Nothing to discard for Sneaky Striking. Actually, yeah, we can bring down 2 of them. Might as well bring down the 2 with the highest max health. You might say, but Jake, it only takes 3 strikes to bring down a bird. That's not true. Much as we want it to be true, it is simply not. I got a little bit of energy there. That means I could Sneaky Strike just for a little bit of extra damage, right? Alternatively, a backflip and a draw cards that I potentially can't use. Which doesn't sound like a good deal. Yeah, on High Ascension it takes 4 hits to down a bird, not 3. That means you're punished immensely for... well, largely for not having extra energy into Act 2. This one hasn't had enough yet, but... oh, I should have downed you then. Dash would do you in, but Dash will still do you in. Give me some much-needed block. And I guess I'll just focus you down. What do you mean I don't have enough energy? Oh, that's right, Slaver's Collar's only during boss and elite fights. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting Happy Flower kicks in every now and then. There's some weird stuff going on in this deck, I'm telling you. No more draw, huh? I don't want you getting back up. But hang on, I don't want you hitting me either. No, that's fine, I'll block this hit, no problem. Please don't hurt me. That's a swoop. Swoop is just one big hit, and you often do not want to see it. But when they don't buff up, they're very, very easy to bully like that. That is one thing I like to do, it's bully these birds. I'll hold on to Piercing Will. That well-laid plans is going to carry me a lot more than I even give it credit for right now. A little unfortunate, but I'm probably going to, yeah, waste my pen nib. Oh well. I've never been very fond of Expertise as a draw card, because you generally have to play everything in your hand, then play Expertise, and then you've probably not got any energy to do anything else. It can work particularly well with Outmaneuver, I think it's called, the discard and gain energy card, but I don't usually take that. Unless I have a very, very good draw engine going, like a lot of acrobatics. Cloak and Dagger and Bane. You know, Cloak and Dagger's not all that bad with accuracy and footwork. It gets a bonus from both. Suddenly it's block 9, deal 10 for 1 energy. But wouldn't you rather have deal 30 for 1 energy on Blade Dance? I think I would. I think that's a skip. I'm skipping a lot of stuff here, and yet I've still got a bloated deck. How can this be? Mercury Hourglass, passive damage. It's not amazing, and it's certainly not my go-to for anything, really. But I think I'd rather have the output now than not, especially knowing that I've got a Automaton boss fight, so I'm fighting 3 enemies. No resummon there at least. I'll take the Mercury Hourglass. Hope I don't regret it. Find something like Mummy Hand in the Act 3 chest. Cultist and Chosen. Nasty combo. But the Mercury Hourglass is getting in there already. Happy Flower helps us out. I want to do as much draw and setup as I can before Chosen hexes me, and I have no artifact to block that. Would you have taken Cloak and Dagger plus? For 2 shivs? Yeah, probably. Oh, there. That's the setup I'm talking about. Do we backflip some more? Because a lot of this is kind of naff. That is not naff. Well-laid plans is good. And destroying you with shivs is good. Shame I don't have terror. But that was always going to be a shame. I think I'd rather target Chosen than Cultist. Cultist is a damage race, but it's the damage race we have well under control. Chosen less so. Take the AoE option. Gotta play a little slowly because every so often I'm going to forget about Nunchaku. Dash is a good way to block against Chosen because it's block without giving you a dazed. And the dazed goes into your draw pile, which is extra nasty. Oh, this is a rather nice combo. Are you ready to die yet, Chosen? You're pretty close to it. 9 and 9 is better than 10, but I want to block while I'm here. Oh, well, that... That was close to being nice. Sorry, Pen Nib. It's not your time to shine. And damage is chipping away at me, and I'm not happy about it. $20 damage, 30 damage. Yeah, okay. I'll play your game. Alright, we're out. We're a bit injured. Acro plus. Yes, absolutely yes. Little dangerous taking on an elite right now. Could just murder me. And if I take this elite, I'm honing in on this elite as well. That means I take this elite, I rest. I take another elite, probably rest again into Automaton, but think of the relics. Think of the relics. Think of that 90% potion chance. That's essentially healing. Going into you with 21 health, huh? There's a lot of ways I could die very quickly in this fight. Because it's either going to be triple slavers, and they'll just kill me turn 1, or it's going to be Book of Glasgow. It's going to kill me pretty fast. Think of my point, says Newt Newt. Take the event instead of the rest. Then I'm just on a crash course of this elite. Might be a better idea to take this fight, rest here, take this fight, and then fight this elite, rather than go for what is most assuredly death here. Because I don't have the front load to kill slavers, but slavers have the front load to kill me. Yeah, you can very easily see a draw that just dies turn 1 to slavers with most of what I have here. I think I have to take the prudent path here. Even though this fight alone could kill me, it could be Snake Plant, kills me turn 1. But my goose is cooked however I cut it. Just don't be Snake Plant. No, it's Centurion Mystic. Never in my life have I lost to this fight. Let's not start now. You're already weakened, aren't you? Yes. Well, let's keep you weakened. I'd like to look at some more options first, please. How about a few more options? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That continues to be what I'm talking about. I didn't get well-laid plans down just yet. This does all my blocking for me, but I'm only taking 1 as it is anyway. And I don't have well-laid plans down. Dum 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 dum. Yeah, Nunchaku's going to give me the extra energy as well. I'm looking at that. It's if I play 4 more, and I don't have room for 4 more currently, but I could. I absolutely could. I can do footwork, blade dance plus, and with the extra energy, I can chuck in another strike for good measure. Alternatives. I'd love to get that dash out of the way. I can dash, blade dance, that gives me the extra energy. Get my block down as well. And then suddenly I'm blade dancing plussing. Sure. And then the fight's well underway because Mystic's going to waste next turn healing. And that's the end of you. Really wishing I had well-laid plans plus down. Always feels like something that's there for me. Dang, gonna regret not having footwork down. That's only 8 block with 13 incoming. Oh well. Thought I could get through that fight perfectly. Foolish, foolish, foolish. Yeah, just play it. Actually, I shouldn't have played it, given the nunchaku situation. What is going on here? Just finish this fight. Shame to lose my pen nib, shame to have nunchaku down low. Very bad setup for going into the elite, and we took even more damage, but we get 5 hit points back. And another accuracy. Plus. Alright, this is certainly a shiv deck. Let's try not to die now. Starting to wonder if the bites were the right choice. Could have done with a passive healing. Sentry, Hysterical Guardian. Decent setup turn 1. Well-laid plans, accuracy. We should probably see what's in the dagger throw first. It's not really about the dagger spraying anymore, it's about the shiving, isn't it? So let's keep the block options. Thank you, Happy Flower. Oh, well, thank you many things. Terror does not really achieve much here, but it will speed up killing Sentry. I guess that alone is a good enough reason. Should I backflip? You're already dead, I'm only taking 11 here. Deflect backflip handles that, but if I get something that can discard for Sneaky Strike, that's all the better. If I can get something that discards for Sneaky Strike, that's all the better. Donk. I've already got the block here, so we should accuracy and blade dance to our heart's content. And our heart is feeling pretty content with that. I'm not so optimistic, says Kappa. The only thing that can scuttle this run... No, there's a lot of things that can scuttle this run. We're not that strong right now. If you're thinking that we're particularly strong, we're looking at a very different Silent here. Ugh, what a waste of pen nib again. Can I block enough? No, I cannot. Oh well. Yeah, ending with pen nib on 0, nunchaku on 2, happy flower 1. That's all pretty bad. That is even worse. I got a potion. I should have played a potion for the healing. Didn't realize I was on such high potion chance. That explosive potion could be the difference between slavers dying and not, so I'm actually going to discard the poison potion in favor of the healing. Prepared plus. Eviscerate. Eviscerate? I think it has to be prepared plus. The discard synergies, I need to pick them up. Uh-oh, wish I'd kept my poison potion now. Right, we're drinking this immediately. This fight is dangerous. Footwork makes things a little less dangerous. Because now deflect blocks everything for free. Unfortunately, it's not the only thing that blocks. Yes, dash and strike plus here, isn't it? Bad start. Real bad start. That said, it's a chunky deck with not great draw, so bad starts are to be expected. Dennis is here after killing me last night. He says, how's it going? I don't know, feel a bit like food for the zombies for some reason. Don't know how that happened. Prepared Plus isn't actually useful here because all these cards are cards that I want to play. Unfortunately, I'm about to get savagely ravaged. So maybe I do want cards that help me out here. Probably for the better. I don't really need or want these two cards clogging my everything. That said, I'm on tons of energy and no good way to spend them. Maybe I should keep Dagger Throw. That's just another card to discard. I guess we just play these cards, huh? Ow. It hurts. It hurts a lot. Then in comes the big hit. I suppose it's the best time to see the big hit. Terror is here. Acrobatics with Tactician is here. Adrenaline is here, right? Things are looking up now. Things are looking very far up. I've just about got Nunchaku, but I could do with a big hit like Sneaky Strike. Could do with a big hit like Sneaky Strike. Excellent. Want my other accuracy as well, please? That's not accuracy. I also need to block this nonsense coming in. There's quite a few things I need to do here. Right, for one it's Strike. For two it's Blade Dance. And then we Blade Dance our way up to Pen Nib. Then we nib our Strike. And then we are out of here. Feels good. Whew. Matryoshka. Ugh. Awful. Let's just delay your relic from now until the chest in Act 3. And you might not get the second relic because you're hoping for a rare other chest. Third accuracy. Those shivs are going to destroy as long as we get these things played. Now the deck becomes a case of how do we draw into everything fast enough. So anything that helps draw or the energy to play the cards is pretty good now. I might upgrade Adrenaline at this point. That said, resting, Automaton. How much do we think we can handle Automaton? Not particularly well, but maybe. If I get my accuracies done, we're good. Which means the faster I set up, the faster I kill. Alright. Come on, Adrenaline. Let's make this matter. Tactician is renewable free energy. It relies a bit too much on draw and discard, which I don't have enough of currently. There's Terror, but I can't use Terror until your artifact is gone. Also, what the hell with these potion chances? Hold on to it with well-laid plans. And then do these incredibly sad attacks. Incredibly sad. Piercing will clear one bit of artifact, Neutralize will take care of the rest, and then Terror will do you in. However, until then could be a little bit not so good. I don't want Nunchaku triggering yet. I want that next turn. That means rather unthinkably I'm going to leave a Shiv in the discard pile. You're wasting energy however you cut this. Just means I play Sneaky Strike actually, doesn't it? Yeah, I suppose that's fine. And then yay, we get to pen nib virtually nothing. Ow. Oh, I'm starting to think I don't survive this fight. Although, here's a hint as to what we're trying to do. Potentially good. Pen nib neutralize, you must be joshing me. There's a good chance we draw Tactician with the acrobatics, and that'll give me the energy to keep going. There was a good chance, but it didn't happen. Still a reasonable chance we find it with this dagger throw. No. But there's still a reasonable chance we find it with that prepared plus. Come on, tactician. What are you waiting on? An invitation? Seems it is waiting on an invitation. Okay, well I need to get rid of that last artifact so I can finally terrorize you. Holding on to Blade Dance Survivor here. It's not looking good next turn. At least you'll be dead. Funny thing, you're going to steal my Tactician and my Fancy Footwork. I don't know who's going to take what in what order, though. Okay, well, Footwork's coming back. The Tactician is not. Bonk. Well, I'm dead, but we can postpone death. I've got all my accuracies down, so Blade Dance is shredding now. The problem is I too am about to be shredded. Let's try and do something about that. Do I really want my Tactician back with Reckless Abandon? Or should I focus down Bronze Automaton of Fun? We're not going to see these Blade Dances again before we die. I should probably just go ham on the damage for Bronzy. Ow. I think I need to double block and hold on to Blade Dance for next turn. Things hurt a lot. And the Bronze Automaton is getting even more block from its little orby thing. Next turn it comes in with the big hit. And I gotta tell you, I'm not thrilled about that. Deck's too large and unwieldy here. Happy Flower isn't there to help me out next turn. Neutralize. Yeah, I don't think I can block for the tons of damage I'm going to be facing next turn. Maybe I should Blade Dance on the orb, get my card back. Might need that damage soon. Very soon. It'll come back courtesy of Mercury Hourglass, so I can get back to bullying Bronze Automaton. Get my extra energy. Save the Acrobatics, because the Acrobatics can trigger Sneaky Strike and the Tactician that's coming back to me. Right now we just need to focus damage on Bronze Automaton. Oh, well, hello. I'll certainly take that. I guess we're acrobating already then? But I want that block and that... I think we just need to go for it. Go for killing him. Also need to dig for more Blade Dancing. That is extremely true. We'll get Dagger Spray and Dash next turn, but I'll have no extra energy. I'm going to be on 4. No setup for Nunchaku. I hate to say it, but I need to kill the orb now. Otherwise it's going to give more block to Bronze Automaton and he'll be even harder to kill. I do hate to say that. Yeah, I was planning on letting Hourglass kill him, but now that my focus on just killing Bronze Automaton, the situation has changed. Alright, we've got to deal 73 damage this turn or we're dead. Could still get something that discards Tactician. Could get Dagger Throw, Acrobatics. And Dagger Spray is not the damage card we need, so I guess I'll keep Dash. Alright, in comes Hyper Beam. No, he blocks anyway, of course. Wow. Well, hold on. That's a lot of defend cards. There's rather a lot of defending cards, I think. Therefore, I am still going to live. Wow, no neutralize, and we're still tanking it. Alright, now for our counterattack. Prepare to die. I want Nunchaku on 9, if you please. Whew! Hands up in chat if you thought we were going to have silent shish kebab there. My hand is erected. Wraith Form Plus. My block game is pretty good, so I don't need that. Tools of the Trade helps me get through my unwieldy deck and will trigger exhaust synergy every turn. Unload's just not even a contender here. That's kind of tough. We do shred things once we get our shivs up and going, and having 3 extra turns to make that happen is really good. The pre-upgrade is also amazing. Tools of the Trade just feels more generally good. 1 extra draw and discard every turn gets us through our unwieldy deck. I'm taking the Wraith form. It enables a lot more things. Like taking Philo Stone. Philosopher's Stone is far less punishing if you're not even acknowledging the enemy's extra strength. It does make a lot of fights down the line a lot worse. Donu Deka with their double hitting, Ripple from Time Eater, multi-attack from Awakened One, the Heart's multi-attack, Sheer and Spiel's multi-attack. Spear and Shield, not Sheer and Spiel. But there's no way I'm taking Empty Cage here, right? Donk 2 strikes, great. Deck's not much better. Yeah, Sorcerer's Stone in Simplified English. I don't think I want Busted Crown. There's still things I need to do to this deck. Alright, Philo Stone it is, but Silent is going to feel quite punished for that. Get most of that Hyper Beam damage back, but notably not all of it. I'm not here to die rich, by the way, so let's consider going shopping. Check out the rests, check out the elites. I've already taken out the Spicy Elite, but I still need to forgo the Relic here. Matryoshka will give me a bit of a boogie prize on that, but it's still bad because I would rather have that Matryoshka value earlier. Otherwise, how are we looking? We've been at a bit of a rest site austerity all game. There's 4 rest sites on the far right with 2 elites. That's not too shabby. But on the far left, there's a late elite. Early shop. Actually, I really like the look of this route. Early shopping, kill the elite, kill the other elite. Potential shop if need be. Lots of rests and get out of here. All the resting is at the end there. So there'll be a recall, an upgrade, and possibly a rest. Maybe not in that order. Some question marks. Might get, well, I wouldn't take 999 gold here without Omamori, but I'd certainly fight an Act 1 boss for a rare relic. Yeah, question marks could also be chests for Matryoshka. 2% chance. We roll 2% 3 times and hope for a chest? Less likely things have happened. So lack of draw and discard already punishing me here. There's Tactician. There's Sneaky Strike. There's my Nunchaku, which is going to have a hard time doing anything here. Well, hard times make strong silence. Something, something. Let's just not have you be a problem next turn. Is it going to block my Mercury Hourglass? It probably is, isn't it? Let's not have that be a consideration. Yeah, because it'll get the block in and then... Donk. It's not too early for Wraith form. I don't think it's going to take us very long to destroy this fight. And actually, Wraith form goes very well with plated armor because I'll very rarely actually need to play any block. Because normally you want to at least play 1 block card to stop the little chip damage coming in. But we don't have to worry about that now, do we? Bye strike, bye defend, hello better cards. Oh god, you're back already. Only got one more turn of intangible. I need to find my nice chunky blade dances. I could actually do with another blade dance or two in this deck. But hey, here's one of them. Wait, what am I doing? Got more accuracy here. What? Did not time that very well in my relics, but I hate timing relics to begin with. No, I need to not weigh down my deck with more trash. It needs to aid the deck in doing what it does right now. Piercing Will does do that. Designer in Spire. Can't let you in. He's going to offer me some nice things, but I'm about to go to a shop, so I don't want to spend a lot of money. 75 on remove a card is fine, because I'd love to get rid of more strikes. Upgrade 2 random is 2 random, but I will happily remove 1 strike. I'd want to do that at the shop anyway. And by doing it there, I don't increase the cost of doing it in the shop. Hello, Orb Walker. Now, I gotta say that weakness on turn 1 is helping me out a lot, because I very often lack the turn 1 weaken that I so badly need. Deflect's not quite enough here, is it? No. Guess I'm dashing then. My mother says I am. Keep thinking well-laid plans is going to kick in, but no, well-laid plans is not there for me. Wow. So when a card is shuffled into your deck, it can never go on the top of the deck. This is something I have come to learn. That actually includes Mark of Pain. Didn't realize this, but Mark of Pain is only added to your deck after you draw your initial card. So you draw your 5 and then 2 wounds are added. But they never go on the top of your pile unless you only have space for those cards. So unless your draw pile is empty, things like that burn going in won't go in. The exception, of course, is Shield and Spear. On High Ascension, the burn's always top deck. And that's always very nasty. I don't want to see that burn. Actually, I don't want to see you alive. Can we make you not alive? Pen Nib? We're going to do 50 damage. 59 damage? Well, would you look at that? Goodbye. Just the extra shot to get Pen Nib up there. Is it too late for a poison deck? Yeah, it is. This stuff doesn't help. Why did I remove a card? Okay, well I quite like the Oddly Smooth Stone, and I quite like Acrobatics, and I can't have both. I can get Acrobatics and remove 1 more strike. That's really, really good. Suddenly this deck looks a lot better than it did 5 minutes ago. I need that draw, I need that discard, and I need a consistent deck. Alright, I'm game. I'm absolutely game. I don't have any curses or anything to get rid of. Nope. Alright, that's pretty good. If the 2 strikes that we keep around are strike pluses, that's not all that bad. But by and large, this deck looks a lot better. I mean, it would look even better with Apotheosis, but too bad. Yeah, Stone is 1 more turn of decks after Wrath, but we try not to think about this after Wrath time you speak of. I want to get set up as soon as possible. Adrenaline, help me out with that. Acrobatics, help me out with that. No more draw. Boy, I'd love something like Ink Bottle right now. Those are not words I often utter. Sad. No footwork, and I'm getting struck for the guts of 30 every turn now. Wasn't quite willing to Flex Potion there, but maybe I should have it 60% potion chance. It's just that Flex Potion is really, really, really good right now. That is the kind of stuff I'm looking for. Right, there's a good chance I can just kill you right now, but... that Flex Potion is very, very good. It's like an anti-Reptomancer, and I'm about to fight probably Reptomancer. Both of these potions are anti-Reptomancer, actually. I should keep them both, even if I get offered a Juicy Potion here. Unless using a potion here is going to stop me from taking... how much damage is that? 31. Ooh. Right, well, our shivs can be dealing 12 and 4 for 16, plus 50%, that's plus 8. So they can be dealing 24. And I got 4 of them. And I've got Sneaky Strike, and I've got Pen Nib at the ready. I think you're dead even without a potion. It's just that playing a potion gets me health. I like health. It's better to Pen Nib these shivs than the Sneaky Strike, which is extra funny. And extra energy, thank you. Well, I'm out of here. Yeah, of course. At least Blessing the Forge isn't that important. The really important stuff is already upgraded, for the most part. Nauseous Fumes is actually a nice artifact stripper on a deck that could do with that. I'm actually going to take it. Because if I end up with Donu Deka, for example, I'm going to have a very hard time playing Terror. I need to Piercing Wail, Neutralize, Red Mask, 3 of those things to hit in to break through and do Terror. I did it against Automaton, but the draw order was quite fortunate there. Alright, Repto, what'll it be? It'll be me being very glad I had held onto these potions at this rate. But this is a beautiful turn 1 to begin with. I'm just going to target Repto here. If I can kill you fast enough, and of course if I get Wraith Form down, this fight is already won. Doesn't mean I shouldn't consider the daggers, but it is much more important to kill Repto. Well, those accuracies are going to help a lot with that. Those accuracies, many plural, are going to help out a lot with that. Accuracy, 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 blade dance, die. Die, Repto, die. How much damage is this? 18, 4, 22, 22 times 7. 22 times 1.5. Yeah, you're dead. Bye, Repto. It's not every day you turn 1 Repto with the Silent, but it's always a good day when you do. Play more attacks just to increment these as much as I can, and would you look at that, 10 extra hit points. And yet another potion. I should be using my potions, but I'm not. I don't think I want Caltrops. Although, I must always be thinking about the heart. And the Caltrops Plus, together with my Wraith Forming, if things line up, that's 5 times 15 times 2. That's 150 damage on the heart right there. Thing is, it's just another card to get through whilst I'm setting up. I'm not sure I really want that. I like that pot. You like Speed Pot? It's good if you have Artifact. We don't have Artifact. There's a good argument that it's better than Explosive Potion. Actually, that's a phenomenally good argument. Bye-bye, Explosive Potion. That Caltrops, though. I'd take it if I had a little bit more draw. Like, I'd take Caltrops and an Acrobatics right now. I don't think so. Damage is solved currently. Damage is just shiv things to death. Caltrops adds to a solved problem. The bigger problem is, how do I draw into my setup? How do I have the energy for my setup? And how do I survive long enough for my setup? So Footwork would be welcome. Nightmare would be welcome. That's a joke, considering we were offered Nightmare aeons ago. But if I had Nightmare, I wouldn't be this far. The Nightmare curse in the deck would have killed me somewhere in Act 2. Probably Automaton. You already killed Repto, who was the most likely use case for Explosive Potion in Act 3. Yeah, I probably should have used it, actually, with that in mind. But this could be Repto, and maybe I'll regret not having my Explosive Potion there. Ooh, fire spirits. I have no rare card I'm willing to give them. I'm not even sure I have an Ooh, oh, I could happily part with Dash now. Dash has outlived its usefulness. And this is for 15 health. Yeah, Dash is no longer a useful card. Could get rid of a Strike, of course, but Dash is actually worse than Strike right now. And it won't heal me for 15. Bye, Dash. There we go. The flames erupt, and they're significantly stronger. Get healed to full. If you offer a rare card, you get healed to full, and you get 10 extra max hit points, which would be very good on Silent, but I wasn't willing to part with either of my rare cards there. Alright, this will either be Nemesis, who will be a problem, or Giant Head, who shouldn't be a problem. It's Nemesis who will be a problem. Coming in with a 6x3 immediately. Thank goodness for Piercing Will. 1x3. Plated Armor takes care of that. Accuracy, accuracy. Just play everything else? There's no good reason not to. Get the damage in whilst he is tangible, then he'll become intangible. I've got a mod which makes them look intangible. Otherwise, you have to look for this little icon here, which is very easy to mistake. Well-laid plans for my own Wraith form so that I too can be intangible when I want to be. That is good. Oh wow, that's also good. This fight is going beautifully. I'll keep the Ascender's Bane. Bye, Ascender's Bane. And the Burns could be a problem, but Mr. Burns could always be a problem. Get Terror down. Get Neutralize down. See where we go with this. Tactician, thank you. And that makes another Acrobatics virtually free. I shouldn't need defense where I am. Wraith form should be able to handle everything going forward here. In fact, you might just be dead. Actually, you are dead. Wonderful. Love what my problems just solve themselves. Some people love shivs. Don't know why, though. Eternal Feather. Ooh. We're not resting at all at the end here. That just bought us an extra upgrade. Whenever you play a card, deal 2 AoE. It's pre-upgraded, and that makes it a lot more takeable. Do I want that, though? It's still a very heavy card. I don't think we card spam to the point where this is going to be relevant. Because once again, it solves a problem that we've already solved. We kill things with shivs. I would like more shivs. Boy, I would like another Blade Dance. I might even consider Storm of... No, I wouldn't consider Storm of Steel. But I would certainly want another Blade Dance plus. Time Slug I don't think will be a problem, Ali. I know you're normally thinking shivs equals death by slug, but if your shivs shiv hard enough, it's not a problem. And my general cutoff is the shivs should do about 14 damage per shiv. And our shivs do a lot more than that. So yeah, 1000 cuts doesn't solve a problem that we currently have. If anything, our problem is the lack of shivs. We need more of them. So I might just go to the shop. Oh, but the event could be a chest for Matryoshka value. I would love another Blade Dance, though. We're running out of opportunities to get another one. That is wonderful. Actual Matryoshka value here. Not really, because I would have gotten the Lantern instead of Matryoshka. I don't need or want the meal ticket, so I'm not sad to see it go, but I'm very happy to see Lantern. Turn 1 energy is the best energy. Why? Because turn 1 is the only turn you're guaranteed to get. Now, this is an insanely difficult choice. The question mark could be anything. 20% chance it's a fight, 8% chance it's a treasure, and that would be a double treasure. And I can take them both because we just got the key. Event, Shrine, but this shop has 2 cards, or 2 skill cards, and that could easily include Blade Dance. And I can afford card removal, so I can get rid of another Strike. If we didn't find Blade Dance, of course. And the power would be pre-upgraded as well. Or we save our money for the Act 4 shop and pray that we get to Act 4. I'm going to take the event. Just don't be a fight and we'll be okay. Oh, the double chest 8%! Booyah! And what a find. The anchor in the Gremlin Horn. 14 block on turn 1 with weakened enemies, and every time an enemy dies, get energy, get a card drawn. That was pretty huge. Roll those dice for me any day of the week. Since it's most important to get through the deck faster, I want the acrobatics upgraded, but I also really want my blade dance to shiv a little harder. Difficult choice between the two of them, frankly. I still feel like my block game is insufficient. That's going to be a problem at the heart. An extra shiv or an extra draw? If we're already shiving things to death, they're pretty dead. I think I'd rather have the acro for the draw right now. Yeah, Tactician is also a nice upgrade, but I can only get one more upgrade, and it's either Tactician or shivs. And they don't call it a Tactician deck. Alright, so there we go. Instant block. No need to even consider these fools. Which one doesn't double attack, by the way? There's one that can't do the multi-attack. The middle Darkling cannot chomp. So it's the middle one that can't do the... I was wondering if there was any difference between front and back, but I suppose not. Alright, terrorize the front one, get accuracy down. Actually, look at some more cards first. Look at some more cards first. Difficult choice, actually. Accuracy, accuracy, nauseous fumes, or get the wraith form down. Lack of well-laid plans does hurt a little bit here. Now, if well-laid plans could be made an 8, what a card it would be. Although it's already quite the card. Well, certainly glad I got my accuracies down. But there's a lot of damage coming my way here. I need some better options, please. Acrobatics could be many better options. That is definitely a better option. Sorry, well-laid plans, I don't think it's your day. Any other day would be your day. $16, no pen nib set up here though, 24. I need 3 of you to take that thing out, but that's probably worth it. And neutralize will take you out, and that gives me 2 more of these, but that's not enough to kill either of them. So it's better to kill you with this. Get the energy. Oh, wow. Thank you, Gremlin Horn. Oh, wow. Thank you, everybody. I still have another blade dance here, so these fools are dead. Pretty good. Maybe pot time. No, I think it was not worth using the pot there, especially on full health. But it's certainly worth killing these guys. Goodbye. Is this killing you? Yes, it is. Actual value from nauseous fumes as well, by the way. Kind of a shame that I'm pen nibbing here, but sometimes you just gotta nib. Alright, another potion. Oh, there we go. Blade Dance. It's pre-upgraded. That is exactly what the deck needed. At least 1 more Blade Dance. Now I feel pretty secure going forward. I don't feel like I need to upgrade the other Blade Dance now that we have 2 pluses and 1 minus. So now I actually will do Tactician. That's, as somebody said, renewable extra energy. So yes, please. I need to recall, though. Recall here. Tactician here. Just don't forget the recall. I've never, ever forgotten the recall, but I've seen Baron do it, so it's made me paranoid about it. Ah, good, giant head. Much better than Repto. Although, Repto would probably be better here. Repto would die. Oh, okay. Let's prepare ourselves. We're not Wraith forming in this, are we? And we're not drawing anymore either. Save the Wraith form for when the enemy goes ham. Shiv Lady's gotta do what Shiv Lady's gotta do. Shiv Ship Lady's got to keep doing what a Ship Lady's got to keep doing. There's that renewable energy kicking in already. We've got the Pen Nib Sneaky Strike. We want to get as much value out of that as possible, so keep on drawing and discarding. Definitely get the terror down, definitely get footwork down. Where'd all this energy come from? Are you dead? I think you might be dead. Not a good day to be you, giant dead. I should have deflected first. $12 damage twice or 28 damage once? Bye, my friend. Oh, you lucky son of a gun. You live to look at me again. Okay. Die to strikes. That's how pathetic you are. Alright, lovely. The blue candle is not lovely. It's just a way to hurt myself with the Ascender's Bane. Because I don't have Tungsten Rod to block the damage. We don't have curses we want to get rid of. It's just an awful A20 relic. Has some cool synergies. The coolest one being Necronomicurse. If you exhaust the Necronomicurse, it returns to your hand. So you can do infinite exhaust play with that. Distilled Chaos. Yet another potion that I don't particularly want. Another Nauseous Fumes? Oh, Malaise. Yes, Malaise shuts down a lot of opponents. Especially Time Slug. It's funny, we're taking the non-upgraded card here, but yeah, Malaise for sure. Wish I had Burst Malaise. We must recall, and so we recall, and now we take on Das Awakened One. Awakened One punishes you for playing powers, but footwork is still worth playing. Nauseous Fumes probably isn't, the accuracies are. So you might say, how do you deal with this guy when your entire source of power is powers? And my argument would be, play powers. Max powers. I terror him now or later? Only got one terror. When he reawakens, he'll be even angrier. I think we just get it out of the way. But there's an argument that he's going to be a lot harder to kill later on. And I'm not going to be able to kill him fast enough without getting my powers down. But I would say that once we're through the deck and all is well, it'll be much faster to get the Blade Dances and kill him a second time, so I will terrorize you now. I don't have full block here. And also, if things look really bad on Phase 2, we can Flex Pot to really bring it home. But the Flex Pot proportionally doesn't do that much for us. I'm going to get 3 strength if I do this, but I get 3 blocks, so I might just... well, I want this footwork down regardless. Let's do this. I want his little entourage dead. Because they give me Gremlin Horn value. Ah, that's what we do. When he transforms, then I hit him with a big Malaise, and he's going to be very unhappy. Could you kill this without playing accuracy? Possibly, but I wouldn't want to. Better just to kill him as fast as possible. Do a backflip. Do a little acro. I want that well-laid plans down. Absolutely want that well-laid plans down. And I've got deflect for extra block here as well. So yeah, I'm playing this, and yeah, I'm playing this. And yeah, he's not going to be happy, but I'm holding on to the Piercing Whale. So that when he goes ballistic with his multi-attack, I can use this to dispel a chunk of it. Notably not all of it. The shivs are a little bit better. A little bit I'll have to do. Unless I want to hold on to my Blade Dance. I might. It would be a lot better later. But I think I hold on to both of my Piercing Whales. Gotta remember I've got... just thinking about this damage. 8 and 8 there. This gives me Nunchaku value, so let's do this. Pretty good. Ah. Looks like we're holding on to one piercing wail then. Do you ever prioritize the boss over the ads? In this fight, never. You can kill the awakened ones so fast that the cultists flee, but the cultists will never respawn. The cultists trigger Gremlin Horn. The cultists scale up 5 strength every turn. They have a higher upper limit for damage than the awakened one does. Whoa, he's multi-attacking turn 2? Normally he does that turn 3. Piercing Wail, save me now. Neutralize, also save me now. Many things save me at this precise point. Unfortunately, we don't have draw or discard, so this is gonna hurt. Also, where's my block? Oh, Jesus. Right, I need to kill the cultist and draw Adrenaline, Dagger Throw, that defends, anything. Ow. Ow. Okay, that makes it a lot less horrifying, but it's still quite horrifying. I'm not playing Nauseous Fumes. If you were wondering if there's a power that I wouldn't play here, it's Nauseous Fumes. Okay, that is better. And that is also slightly better. I don't even want to get rid of the Tactician. What does that even allow me to do? I'd rather hold on to Tactician, which means I guess we're losing the Nauseous Fumes because I'm not playing that. I'll get extra energy if I play this stuff. So does that mean I'm not striking you? Seems foolish, foolish. Nah, probably just strike Blade Dance, get the damage in while the going is good, but there are 2 accuracies coming next turn, which would be a lot more output on that Blade Dance. But there's no, there's Adrenaline for draw, but it still just draws all of this. There's no additional draw going on, which is quite sad. Yeah, the lack of draw here hurts. A lot of things hurt. We could actually Wraith form and beeline the kill. Might save up a big malaise during that as well. That Wraith form puts me on a very, very tricky timer to deal a ton of damage. About 600 damage. An early Wraith form could do me in big time. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, exactly. Wraith form is dangerous. It's a little less dangerous knowing that I have malaise up my sleeve, but it's still very dangerous. Is he dead next turn with Flex? Maybe. So how much energy do I have next turn? Depends on what I draw. If I just draw these cards, I'm in deep doo-doo. I'm assuming I draw Adrenaline, but there's a good chance that I don't. And if I don't, I'm in such hot water. I don't have an answer for this, truly. It's probably not worth holding on to Tactician, given I can't discard it. But I want it anyway. I've got so many ways to discard it. I don't think this strike is worth playing. I might need that extra energy so I can do things like Wraith Form accuracy in one turn. Well, I wouldn't have enough energy for that, huh? Tough. I'll hold on to the energy for now. Ow, by plated armor. Hello, incoming 26. We did get the Adrenaline, so we're getting all of this played, but then do we dare Wraith Form? Do I dare Adrenaline, actually? I could hold on to the Adrenaline for next turn, where I will need the energy more. Wraith Form. Well, I want the other accuracy, don't I? It's tough. It's really tough. I don't want to take that 29, but Wraith Form puts me on a horrific countdown timer. I guess we're going in. Get this out of my face. Just continually make him angrier. If I could get away without angering him, now that would be sweet, but this isn't going to kill him regardless. Swift potion or no. He's getting very, very angry. Not swift potion, flex potion. So I am in trouble here. It wasn't that far off, but not great. Okay, yeah, this countdown timer hurts, but I gotta say, redrawing my blade dance makes things hurt a lot less. I gotta be careful with the melees. I really want a massive, powerful melee, so if I can keep something like Acrobatics Tactician, big melees, we're in the A game. Maybe I can get that right now, though. But he can't be targeted with it. Yeah, so the energy just goes to waste, huh? Alright, this isn't too terrible. I'm intangible next turn, so I think I want Acrobatics Tactician and we pray for the giant melees. Biblical. So hit me as hard as you can. That's pretty hard, huh? Okay, the blade dances are here, but notably there's no terror to make their damage maximum. However, we have quite a few things working on our side. Like a bajillion energy. Bajillion energy, 7. Would I rather big melees or big damage right now? He's already so powerful, though. Meleesing that isn't going to do as much as I want. It'll just reduce him to even more massive strength. I think the best thing I can do here is actually shiv for my life. And try to redraw into more shivs. Just kill the thing. Our shivs do 22 damage each. And I've got 7 of them right here. Yeah, I think this is flex pot turn. Should have played it before I sneaky struck. The healing is certainly welcome. 8901, yes, this will be okay. Get these shivved as they should be. No, get these pen nibbed rather, as they should be. That allows me to do the other one. Well, this is looking a lot better already. Just keep on shredding my way down here. Yeah, because the sooner I can get back into... yeah, it's not Mega Melee's time, it's get back to those shivs as fast as possible time. Meaning I want to redraw as much as I can right now. That includes dagger throwing. That even includes more prepareding. Oh, Tactician is here. I have no further draw, so Tactician now isn't very good, but I can get rid of it later, huh? I want to keep the Piercing Wail for emergency defend going forward. Striking, because damage is important right now. Possibly melees. No, the melees wouldn't last long enough. Nauseous Fumes, I guess. It's damage. Hard to argue with that. It is damage. Alright. Then we hold on to Tactician Piercing Wail. Or we hold on to Tactician Survivor so we can get rid of the Tactician. There's only... No, there are 2 acrobatics coming my way, surely. Surely we'll be okay. Piercing Wail is there for the just in case we freaking die. Whew. Have you done dating everything? No, that's after this. After this death! Call an ambulance! But not for me. gone, Awakened One. You have terrorized me for too long. Wasting my pen nib as usual. And we're clear. Whew! That was tough. That was so tough. And you know what? We're not done yet. Bring on the second one. Of course, we get the two most horrible matchups for us, but it's time to put to the test my idea that if you simply do enough damage with your shivs, you can totally shiv the Time Eater to death. Not a bad start, actually. Let's get all these powers down. Footwork, accuracy, more accuracy. Adrenaline for more options. Yeah, because the sooner we get set up, the happier we are. These aren't great for that, though. It's not even worth playing Dagger Spray. Ice Cream, where are you? I need you. Anti-Shiv boss dies to Shiv stacking now, yeah. Wraith form, you're much, much too early. Oh, malaise. Yeah, I want that malaise down. On a big, chunky malaise on this guy. But I do want accuracy down as well. And it sucks to lose my blade dances. But sometimes I just have to trust myself. I'll get the health back, so don't worry about this. Bye, plated armor. Yeah, Nauseous Fumes is actually good output as well. I want to play 4 cards here. What's Dagger Throw got? I can only play 3 of them. Deflect is certainly one of them. Deflect, Piercing Well. I still want those Nauseous Fumes. Guess that's what we're doing then. So I'm okay taking a bit of damage here, right? That's to be expected with Time Slug versus Shiv deck. Well-laid plans will help out astronomically. This garbage won't. But I guess we get started on damage. Five cards for next turn I'll have to do. This deck has terrible block game. What's the plan for the heart? Plan? Sorry, there was nothing in the plans about a plan for heart. Get Terror down. I have no intention of letting this guy restore his health. What do you got for me? Oh, that's pretty nice. Two cards, huh? I gotta play something. Even if I have to waste the energy. Plan for the heart, kill it turn 1. Ah yes, to simply do the impossible. Good, Wraith form is here. I can hold on to that if things go a little bit Pete-tong. Dun, 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 dun. And all my blade dances are at the ready. Alright, seems fine by me. Might even be Wraith form time, frankly. It's certainly time to kill the Slug. I have no additional draw here, huh? Can I play 5 cards here, including Wraith form? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes. Yeah, because I plan on killing you right now, so let's just go Wraith for me. Wait, what was my plan for playing 4 cards here? Whoops. Mistakes have been made. By me. I must have assumed I had another 0-cost card up my sleeve. How unfortunate. Very unfortunate. I guess Time Slug is getting his healing off then. Yeah, the dagger wasn't going to draw me anything, and I didn't have my nunchaku at the ready. Whoops. Okay, well, I guess he is getting his healing off then. because I can't kill him in 4 cards. And then he's going to lose his terror. That's actually very, very bad news for me. Foolish, foolish indeed. Just increment what we can. I want to hold on to Neutralize and Blade Dance. Okay, this is about to get painful. Without the Neutralize and him getting all that health back and cleansing poison, I'm about to pay for my foolishness. And I have no additional vulnerability. But I can card spam him to do relative death. Relative death is as good as normal death. I want to play 3 more cards. Acro will help with that. I'll hold on to that Tactician, I think. I'll take my 2 damage here. I'm not afraid of that. Biplated armor, you served me so well. I believe there was something in the plan about having more cards. There you are. Blade Dance, my beloved, please put this slug on my pizza. Time for him to escar go home. Nicely set up with Nunchaku and halfway there with Pen Nib. They can never be fully aligned. But the heart can pulse in fear. Ready my daggers, deal 20-30 damage, far less than we did with Iron Chad before. But we got all the keys and we're on to Act 4. On this run that has been doing quite well. It was a little iffy early on, but we crushed it, right? Let's continue to crush it. We need a block solution for the heart right now, and we certainly don't have one. Maybe Nightmare in the shop so I can Nightmare Wraith form. That would be a solution. That's also a rare card that's unlikely to appear. And even if it is there, well, we could afford it at the cost of everything else. Fully healed thanks to Eternal Feather, which has healed a staggering 6 since we picked it up. Final upgrade. Malaise is very tempting. The other Blade Dance is very tempting. Actually, I think it is between Malaise and Blade Dance. A big Malaise could really help with a heart. Lots of weaken. Also, even just lowering its damage a little bit could really be nice in counteracting the Philosopher's Stone damage. But we also have Piercing Wails with well-laid plans for the multi-hits. That Malaise might not be as good as I'm giving it credit for. More shivs? Oh, that's more Beat of Death. But maybe I need to do that anyway. Neutralize is another turn of weaken. It's also our only source of weakness outside of the Malaise. A turn 1 Malaise is perfectly okay. The Neutralize can be used more often, but I think I'll go for the Malaise. The Malaise Plus means I can play it on 0 energy, and it'll still strip 2 artifact, which could be very important in dealing with Shield and Spear. Alright, I'm game with that. Could also remove the 2 artifact that the heart gets, allowing me to Piercing Wail, so it just being an artifact remover could be its new designation. I don't see Nightmare. Oh, but Infinite Blades! Yes! Our heart solution is to, at the start of every turn, add 1 single unupgraded Shiv into our hand. No. Even with all this acrobatics, terror, pen nibbing, this is still garbage. Bag of Preparation is not garbage. Make our turn 1 a lot better. Cloak and Dagger are not garbage, although I'd prefer it upgraded. Can I afford both of these? No, I cannot. Another Piercing Wail is actually quite nice. 1 more turn of not getting horribly molested by the heart's multi-hit. Flash of Steel, question mark? Deal damage, draw card. Doesn't really achieve anything. It only draws itself. Cards that draw 1 card, I don't see as much of a benefit, because you add them into your deck, and what do? They make up for their own draw. And against the heart, that's a bad thing with Beat of Death. It can enable nice infinites, and it could work if you have something that works well with spamming damage, or just drawing lots of cards. Something like 2 Flashes of Steel and an Abacus is an infinite right there. But I don't think that's where we're going. There is a strength pot, but that doesn't solve any problems. Strength pot makes our shivs go from, what, 22 to 24 damage? That's not relevant. Again, we don't have artifact to block the speed potion. If I only had a source of artifact, 2 speed potions would solve the heart, because 10 dexterity, that's massive. But I don't have artifact. I think it's bag of preparation and nothing else, because I can't afford anything else. But the bag of preparation helps with turn 1 setup, and it goes really nicely with the lantern, and it further exemplifies the Ring of the Snake. So yeah, I think we have to go with the turn 1 go time. It's a shame, I would really like that piercing well, but there was no way to afford that together with the bag. The bag of preparation and the Ring of the Snake gives an awkward moment, because the Silent has a Silent specific relic, which gives her 3 shivs on turn 1. That gives you a 10 card draw if you have Ring of the Snake. But if you then pick up Bag of Preparation, you actually block 2 of you blocks the Bag of Preparation draw. Where do the shivs go in the discard? I forget. Anyway, it's counter synergy. Okay, let's take our 39 gold and our 1 potion. Well, hopefully we get a potion off of Shield and Spear. And go and take on said Shield and Spear. Got a lot of relics kicking in from the get-go. Accuracy is here. Both of our Blade Dances are here. Acrobatics is here. This would be fine if I could go for turn 1 kill, but that's not going to happen with just a single accuracy, even if I'm throwing 8 shivs at them. What if I killed the spear? That might not be unthinkable. We're currently looking at 80 plus damage on the shield. If we accro into something good, that could make quite a few things happen. Bearing in mind we've got Pednib and we've got extra energy through Nunchaku, and we're about to accro. I don't need to defend at all. But I might want to Survivor away the defend to clear up space in my hand for things. Ah, there we go. That's why we waited. Accuracy is here. Don't think it's Strike's time to shine. I know that it's Accuracy's time to shine. I think I'll just go for the immediate Spire shield kill, unless we think we can take out the Spear. The Spear is certainly the bigger threat. The shivs are looking at doing 12 and 4... 16. 16 times 8 is a pretty big number. It's almost enough to kill. Actually, it's that times 9 given the pen nib. Plus the sneaky strike. I think we can kill the spear here. Yeah, we're getting energy back as well, and we're pen nibbing that. Yeah, I think the spear can die. What if I'm short? I should run my numbers here. We're doing this regardless, right? So just play it. 12 and 4 is 16. 16 times 9 is 160 minus 16, so 142. 152, 154. That's still a little shy. Should we see what's in prepared first? Could be the other Blade Dance. It's worth checking at least. Ah, well. That changes the numbers. Now it's 22 times 8. 22 times 9, which is 220 minus 22. That's how I think about it. Alright, let's get our rebate. And let's get shredding. We'll also get energy and draw from murdering you. How unfortunate being you. What else do we have? A defend. Okay, well that's not coming in anywhere. Piercing will get rid of your artifact, which is probably worth doing. That way I can weaken you. Well, as turn 1s go against Shield and Spear, you couldn't ask for much better than that. But what about turn 2s? You could definitely ask for better than this. It's just play everything and be sad. Not that sad. Not 3 damage. Doesn't even matter when I've got 5 healing here. This is where things get a little bit more but that's what Wraith form is here for. It's a pretty good Wraith form as Wraith forms go as well. Yeah. Yeah. Shiv builds are just so fun, says Dark Young. Yeah, it really takes me home. Right, that was the real reason I cleared artifacts, so I could terrorize this fool. There's another Blade Dance. I don't think there's an easy way to set up my pen nib or nunchaku for the heart, although shredding myself on this shield might actually be a good way to build it back up a little bit. It's a good enough argument for me. Clear space out of my hand. Just anything to build this up without shredding you with shivs, please. I guess someone's getting shredded with shivs here, whether we want it or not. Can I pen nib something that isn't a shiv, please? Yeah, there we go. Now I can build these up. 31 with 33. Okay, 5 and 7 is fine for nunchaku and pen nib. Okay, good. Strike, dummy, we're saved! Look, we've got strike, and sneaky strike. And shiv strike, and piercing strike, and nauseous strike. Freaking floor 55 strike, dummy, every time. Ooh, leg sweep. Weaken application. Decent block. But do I want it? Legitimate question. Nauseous Fumes is here. That's passive damage against the heart that could really stack up. We already have one, but then we'll have 2. 6 poison, and then 11 poison, and then 16 poison. Am I getting that right? I might actually want those fumes, but I gotta say, a block card that keeps coming back and weakening the heart could be of vital importance. I'm pretty sure the shovel cannot spawn on floor 55. It better not be able to spawn on floor 55. I think Strike Dummy's even an uncommon relic. It's really good in Act 1. If you see this as your first relic or your first thing in the chest, this is great in Act 1. It's even not bad in Act 2. Unless, of course, you Pandora boxed. But Act 3 and beyond, it's terribly sad. Yeah, my block game is very insufficient, and that says take the leg sweep, but I might think just kill fast enough that you don't care about blocking. There's no such situation, of course. You always care about blocking. I think I need that leg sweep. Ugh. Damn. Alright, Heart, it's just you and me, and my 35-card deck. We get the turn 1 malaise, so I shouldn't be afraid of your first cycle. You got +1 strength, so your nasty blood shots are going to be doing 3/15, so if I'm going to get a good malaise, I need to do it with 2 energy. We get footwork off the get-go, but we don't get well-laid plans. I would really like well-laid plans. No heart relic thanks to Red Mask. No heart relic? What in the world are you talking about? Do you mean artifact? Because the heart doesn't get artifact until turn 4, I think. Yeah, then it gets 2 artifact. The Red Mask does literally nothing with the heart. It never attacks on turn 1, so the weakness is meaningless. I suppose if I hit it with something like Neutralize, it would mean that it does carry over a bit more weaken, so there's that, but still. What is this anyway? It's footwork, make my hand a little lighter, and acrobatics. I need more setup cards than this, because this is quite atrocious. Is it still atrocious? Well, there's that Neutralize I was talking about. I'd love better options, please. Terror. Terror comes at a good time. Neutralize comes at an agreeable enough time. The Blade Dance gives me rebate. Is it strong enough to be worth playing right now? Probably not. But this malaise is pretty good. That's -3 strength, so it will not hurt me at all in multi-hit, and it'll be weakened for the entirety of the first cycle, which is the important cycle. So yeah, malaise plus here seems prudent. But if I play Blade Dance, I will do some damage. I will take some damage. I won't really set anything up, but is the damage worth it? It's 40, 50, 75 or so damage. Tough. Pretty tough. Yeah, the beat of death is really going to add up fast in this fight. But throwing away these Blade Dance pluses, we won't see them for quite a while, and it's all about setting up against the heart now. And in a way, I spend my Nunchaku pen nib that we could still use later. I think we just get the melees done and carry on with our lives. Right. Yeah, between a rock and a hard place on that decision. What was I to do? Alright, wonderful. The emasculated multi-hit comes in first. There's the Wraith form. Unfortunately, my cards don't look so hot. Can we make them look hotter, please? Yes, we can. Accuracy is here, and I'm okay playing Nauseous Fumes for 2 damage, because it'll do a lot more to the heart. Now hit me! It's nothing. And we have Piercing Wills for the next 2 of those cycles. Well laid plans is here. Excellent. Unfortunately, this is just a play everything and cry turn, because it's not a particularly good turn. I'm not playing that strike, though. That strike will trigger more energy, which I don't want currently. Okay, sometimes you just gotta eat the damage. And this is one of those days. Ow! Ugh. Ugh! A horrible hand. Hand like a foot. Is it the rare pass turn? Yeah, this turn hurts too much. At least I can hold on to stuff. I might want to defend more than the Blade Dance currently. Although I do want Blade Dance, I really need to start shredding the heart a bit. Blocking is hard. Yeah, we're in Brick City so far. Alright, now the heart gets his artifact, but it's already weakened. My Nauseous Fumes clears some of the artifact. It's not weakened for much longer, though. It's not going to be weakened on the multi-hit. I need a Piercing Wail, and I need it yesterday. That Void is going to hurt. But we always knew it was going to hurt. Is this a Speed Potion turn, by the way? There's a lot of blocking that I need to do right now, and there's a lot of cards I need to play. I got Deflect, I got Backflip, I got Leg Sweep. Probably going to get more. Yeah, I think it's actually a Speed Potion turn. The healing is very welcome as well. Yeah, it's imperative that I reach Piercing Wail and we pierce the Corrupt Heart in its next hit. Because it's going to hit us 4x15. 5x15? 4x15, surely. Dum dum. Right, Acro into Tacto. Yeah, because with Blade Dance and Adrenaline, I'm certainly going to draw into cool things. The Void comes in, but we knew the Void would be coming in. And this will get us even more energy for all these cool things that we're doubtlessly about to play. Need accuracy down. I want Blade Dance played so I can redraw into it. Is the same true for Leg Sweep? I actually need that block, even though the artifact is going to block the weaken. Yeah, that stinks, but we have to do this. I need to get some damage in here. This fight's going nowhere fast. I'll play this before Adrenaline. because a backflip... Oh, well, it doesn't really matter the order now, does it? Okay, adrenaline. I need the energy now. Interesting. Certainly getting good value out of that tactician. I don't want to see the burn right now. Let's play with prepared first. Goodbye burn, goodbye wound. Keep on moving. We're pretty much set up. Holy damage. It's not Strike's time to shine yet. I need to get the block and I need to get the damage. I can't really balance both on this amount of energy. 2 Blade Dances would give me an energy rebate, but I'd be shredding myself on Beat of Death. However, the Corrupt Heart has already taken most of its damage this turn. So I actually think it's just defend, defend, pass. Yeah, lose a bit of energy, but that is fine. Yeah, almost capping the heart on damage is a good sign. We'll keep the Blade Dance pluses here. And we're almost certainly... Well, we're not certainly. Where are those piercing wails? We need you now, more than ever. Multi-hit will kill me, otherwise. Or maybe not. We got neutralize. Alright, believe. Continue to believe. Void is gone, at least. Crunch. 4x15. Piercing wail. And another piercing wail. And leg sweep. This is good. Let's start by getting some blocks so I can play other cards. Maybe I should have held on to that, actually. Now I'm going to need that block for Beat of Death, for Blade Dancing. Same goes for the Deflecting. Screech at it, and then it can't hurt you. It can only hurt you if you let it hurt you. Now let's get those shivs rolling. More rolling. Yeah, we need to cap the damage. That brings it below 400, so it's very killable now. Keep Wraith Form piercing well. With Wraith Form, we should be able to win now. We just need to do 2 more cap damage turns. So hold on to piercing well, play it during its next phase. Wraith Form, rather. Wraith Form for its next phase. And then it should be dead. Does that mean we hold on to piercing wail? If its first attack is multi-attack, piercing wail will clear that. And will allow us to hold on to Wraith Form for 1 more turn, so yes. So now you remove your negative strength and stuff, and then you buff up with Beat of Death 3, which is concerning, but... interesting, but not concerning, let's say that. Keep you weakened for another turn. Pen Nib the Strike? Well, what was this strike dummy for, if not pen nibbing? Damage is good. Still piercing will Wraith Form. Hope Flare multi-hit first. Don't get multi-hit first. That means we Wraith Form here almost certainly. Defend, Acro. There's nothing saying I have to Wraith Form at this point, but I should, right? It's the right thing to do. Alright, now we just find our Blade Dance cards and win. Who would have thought discarding shivs could come and help me? Get the damage in. If it goes below 200, then it's killable. You're becoming quite difficult to kill. Acrobat might achieve something, it might not. I certainly don't have the energy to play any of the Blade Dances I come across. My fear is that I draw all the Blade Dances and then I'm suddenly in trouble for killing the heart in time. So I think we just smack it a couple times and we hold on to Acro and... Tactician isn't here, but the burn and the wound is, so Survivor. Shouldn't need to worry about block with 44 health. Crunch and nothing. 1/55. Terrifying. Where are my Blade Dances? This is not the time to be pulling this kind of silly buggers. Nay ata. Alright, keep this full weak. Give me some block. Okay, there's one of my Blade Dances. Alright, Heart is dead now. I can say with the utmost certainty we have won. Phew. Caltrops would have done it if I'd had Caltrops, by the way. Okay, so who says you cannot deal with all of these most horrific threats? Pure Shiv, no kunai, no shuriken, no ornamental fan, just pure shiving. Die. Glorious victory for the glorious silent in under 2.5. Okay. We don't pay attention to how long I take on runs. Abstoa comes in. They say, GG, clap, clap. The Anch is saying that the Glasgow deck prevails, and they're both right. I did prevail. Pure Shiv, that's Nauseous Fumes Erasure. Exactly, all Nauseous Fumes did was erase that artifact. Ah, good job by us. 28.55 our total score. Nice relic bar, by the way. I was wondering if that relic bar was ever going to amount to anything. But there it did. I think it was longer than our successful Chad bar. Oh, yeah. That was good. When did things ever look particularly hairy? We got early nobbed, of course. But with Draw of the Gods there. And if I'm not mistaken, I used my Snecko oil. Yeah. Some people criticize my Snecko oil usage, but there we go. Got out of the Nob with only 10 damage. And we made our way through. We made a particularly wimpy decision around here. We wimped out of the double elite at the end of Act 2 because I thought slavers would kill me. And maybe I would have been right. Who knows? We didn't encounter the slavers. Instead, we... Oh, right. This is when it looked the hairiest. Bronze Automaton got his Hyper Beam off on us, but we were just able to block to the tune of 5 remaining hit points and then finish him off. And that Wraith form that we got at the end... An understated hero of the run. I don't think I was killing the heart without Wraith form towards the end. Blocked big hit, blocked multi-hit, blocked a lot of Beat of Death, because the Corrupt Heart still did 34 to us. But we did pretty good. That was an excellent run for the Silent. So thank you for the stab seed.